Welcome and thank you for joining us as we share information on the Future Drought Fund's Small Network Grants. Small Network Grants is one of the 5 elements of the exciting new Communities program, funded by the Future Drought Fund and delivered by FRRR, or the Foundation for Rural and Regional Renewal. In this video, we will be able to address some potential questions about small network grants. I'm Bill Meeker, the Communities Program Grants Coordinator, and with me today is Ruth Stevens, the Coordinator for Regional Drought Resilience Plan Social Outcome Grants. FRRR, the Foundation for Rural and Regional Renewal, and ARLF, Australian Rural Leadership Foundation, acknowledge the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander nations across Australia, especially those where we work and fund organisations and activities. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge the continuation of custodial, cultural and educational practices of Australia's First Peoples. On the 5th of November, we were excited to launch the Future Drought Fund's Communities program. This program reflects the Future Drought Fund's strategic objective to build social resilience, strengthening the social capital, well-being and connectedness of rural, regional and remote agricultural communities. The program's key focus areas are community networks and collaboration, enhanced drought knowledge and leadership capacity, access to services and infrastructure, and effective place-based practices for local solutions for local priorities. This is delivered through a strong partnership between the Foundation for Rural and Regional Renewal and the Federal Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry. Briefly, the overall program has 5 elements, offering access to grant funds, leadership development and local capacity building opportunities. Today, we will be focusing on the 3rd element, the small network grants.
Bill, can you give me a quick overview of small network grants?
Yes, Ruth. These grants are available to community organisations outside of the 12 Community Impact Program regions to develop and deliver local events or initiatives to strengthen the social capital, well-being and connectedness of communities to prepare for and build social resilience to drought. This tier of funding will be available for small-scale, hyper-local activities that build drought preparedness. You can have a look at our website for some project examples that were delivered in the Helping Regional Communities Prepare for Drought initiative or in the Networks to Build Drought Resilience program before that.
Are small network grants new or a continuing stream of funding?
Small network grants continue on from the previous program, but there are some minor changes from the last iteration.
What is the maximum amount that I can apply for?
You can apply for up to $50,000.
Is there a minimum amount?
No, there is no minimum amount. However, we do ask that applications request whole dollar amounts.
What is the total pool of funding for small network grants?
There is a total of $3 million available.
Thanks, Bill. What sort of projects can the Small Network Grants program fund?
Yeah, the types of projects small network grants can fund include networks, community events, training initiatives, small-scale community infrastructure, and development and learning initiatives.
And what are the outcomes we expect to see from small network grant projects?
The expected outcomes listed on the left can range from new, expanded or diversified community-based networks to increased drought skills and knowledge and strengthened individual leadership capacity.
That sounds awesome.
Let's talk about eligibility.
Sure, Bill. What does the map show?
So in the map, the coloured areas show Which local government areas of Australia can apply for small network grants? These areas are outside the 12 regions which are eligible for community impact grants, which is another stream of the Communities program. And we have more information about that on our website. Small network grants are available to over 300 local government areas in rural, regional and remote areas of Australia.
Bill, what organisations or projects are not eligible for funding?
Please refer to the guidelines for a full list of who is not eligible for funding and what types of projects won't be funded. However, one thing to stress is that activities absolutely cannot duplicate existing program or service in the community or any existing future drought fund investment.
Can our organisation apply for an RDRP social outcome grant and a small network grant at the same time?
No, you can only apply for a small network grant or an RDRP grant in the same round, not at the same time. As with any program at FRRR, if it is determined that your project is a better fit for another program and has a better chance of being funded within that program, FRRR will contact you regarding the possibility of a transfer.
Bill, what would happen if multiple organisations applied for a similar project in the same place or local government area?
In the instance where FRRR receives multiple applications for a single location, the applications will be assessed individually for eligibility and alignment. Letters of support or evidence of collaboration with other organisations in the region are strongly encouraged. FRRR will then make a recommendation to the FRRR board on which project or part projects to fund.
Okay. And how are these grants different to the RDRP social outcome grants?
Small network grants are available to any rural, regional or remote community outside the 12 Community Impact Program regions, regardless of whether there is an approved regional drought resilience plan or not. Here are two examples of successful small network grant projects from the Helping Regional Communities Prepare for Drought initiative. On the left, Contact Incorporated deliver the Uniting Communities for Drought Resilience through Strengthened Connections and Networks project. They delivered 8 events across far west New South Wales, including community days, first aid training, grant writing workshops and service expos. The events were designed around community rhythms and reached isolated families, First Nations people and young parents in isolated places, often excluded from service delivery. The project built social connection and increased awareness of support services. This SNG funding enabled place-based delivery, which is critical in a region where distance limits access. On the right, we have the Jarwin Association Aboriginal Corporation in Barunga, Northern Territory, who delivered Gawk Gawk Clean Water for Wellbeing. This revived cultural water practices and supported traditional owners to lead land stewardship. The project reintroduced ceremony at Leyland for the first time in over 50 years, supported the creation of a water council of 12 elders, and engaged over 600 people in cultural activities that reconnected community members to place, identity and healing. Elders shared knowledge through artefacts, photos and videos, creating resources for future generations. These activities defended cultural confidence and restored community authority over water, helping people feel more equipped to protect country and respond to future climate challenges.
Bill, what are the key dates for round 1?
Round 1 opened on the 5th of November. It closes on the 11th of December, and we expect to announce the outcomes at the end of April 2026.
How many rounds are there?
The program will be delivered in multiple rounds, but we expect there to be around 3 rounds.
Can our organisation apply for more than one project in an SNG round?
No, organisations may apply for no more than one request per round.
And if our organisation receives an SNG, can we apply again in the next round?
Yes, you can apply for another small network grant in the following round.
And when will rounds 2 and 3 be, do you think?
At this stage, round 2 is planned for applications in May to June 2026, announcements in October 2026, project activity from October 2026 to April 2028. Round 3 is planned for 2027 to 2028.
That's excellent. Thank you, Bill. Who do I contact to find out more about the small network grants?
Please reach out to FRRR via these contacts. Thank you for watching. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you, Bill.